I'm going to try to make a case why Matthew Stafford is better than Russell Wilson. So I think this is going to be pretty funny. I think this is a series that we can actually start where you guys let me know in comments below what case I should try to make. And even if they're like crazy, like me trying to debate Matthew Stafford over Aaron Rodgers, I can go for it. But in this video, we're going to start off with Russell Wilson. So why am I doing Russell Wilson? Well, that thing I posted yesterday about Golden Tate saying that Matthew Stafford was the best quarterback that he ever played for. Well, I thought, you know what, let's try to make an argument why Matthew Stafford is actually better than Russell Wilson, and it's not very easy. You know why? Because Russell Wilson is great, and if you want to say Russell Wilson is better, go for it. But let's get right into it. This is the reason why, this is kind of my case that I was able to come up on why Matthew Stafford is better than Russell Wilson. Now, even if some of these are wrong, like if you try to make me debate why Matthew Stafford is better than Tom Brady, I'm still going to try to make a case, even though, like, I know, like, he's not. I'm still going to try to make the case, so it's just going to be really fun. All right, so starting off, a lot of people want to look at stats, and a lot of people want to say that, okay, let's just look at the numbers, like how many passing yards does he have, and stuff like that. Well, first off, I thought Matthew Stafford was going to do a lot worse in this category than he did against Russell Wilson. He actually did pretty well, and I actually did this against Tom Brady too, so if you guys want to see that video, I can do one if you guys want me to. But I did this against Russell Wilson for sure, and here's the numbers, okay? Matthew Stafford compared to Russell Wilson. Now, Russell Wilson wasn't actually in the league until 2012, so Matthew Stafford's best season, 2011, where he had 41 touchdowns, 5,000 passing yards, actually won't count. So we're just going to take that out. So unfortunately for Matthew Stafford, your best season, really statistically in this, argument, we're going to throw that out. Now, one thing that I will admit Matthew Stafford has to be better at is, you could say completion percentage, but mostly interceptions. And I think he can get that under 10 this season. But in this video, we're going to be taking a look right here at touchdowns and yards, and then we'll get into some other stuff. So let's get this thing started. Let's start this off with touchdowns. Let's compare touchdowns real quick because it's kind of sloppy right here. So let me try to get into it. So Matthew Stafford, we're throwing out 2011. We're going to start in 2012. So Matthew Stafford, 2012, he had 20 touchdown passes compared to Russell Wilson's 26. So Russell Wilson, that's 1-0. And in 2013, Matthew Stafford had 29 touchdown passes to Russell Wilson's, once again, 26. So that's Matthew Stafford's point. It's 1-1 right now. Now, next season, 2014, Matthew Stafford had 22 touchdowns to Russell Wilson's 20, which makes it 2-1 Matthew Stafford. Then, in 2015, Russell Wilson had 34 passing touchdowns to Matthew Stafford 32. These are very close. Russell Wilson wins that one 2-2. Then, in 2016, Matthew Stafford throws 24 touchdown passes to Russell Wilson's 21, 32 Stafford. 2017, Russell Wilson, 34 passing touchdowns to Matthew Stafford's 29. Russell Wilson tied ball game right here. All comes down to this, and we have Russell Wilson win this one 35-21. So overall, looking at just touchdowns, Russell Wilson wins it 4-3. A lot closer than I thought it would be, but a lot of these are really close. Like you could see, some of these were just separated by 2 each way. So I thought that was pretty interesting how close these were. Now let's get into yards here. So 2011, again, we're just tossing that out the window. Russell Wilson versus Matthew Stafford. Starting in 2012, Matthew Stafford had 4,967 yards. I actually didn't know he had that many yards. I knew this was the year that Calvin Johnson went crazy. I didn't know he was that close to hitting 5,000 yards. This dude was like 33 yards away from hitting back-to-back 5,000-yard passing seasons. That's crazy. But he had 4,967 compared to Russell Wilson, who had 3,100. We'll just say it like that simply. Matthew Stafford wins that one. 2013, Matthew Stafford had 4,650 passing yards to Russell Wilson's 3,357. Matthew Stafford wins that one. That's 2-0. 2014, Matthew Stafford had 4,257 yards to Russell Wilson's 3,475 yards. 3-0 Matthew Stafford. Now here comes the comeback, right? In 2015, Matthew Stafford, 4,262 passing yards. Compare that to 4,024 passing yards for Russell Wilson, 4-0 Matthew Stafford. Now, 2016, Matthew Stafford throws for 4,327 yards compared to Russell Wilson's 4,219 yards. Another one for Matthew Stafford. I believe that is 5-0. Now, 2017, Matthew Stafford throws for 4,446 passing yards to Russell Wilson's 3,983. 6-0 Matthew Stafford. And then finally, 2018, Matthew Stafford has 3,777 passing yards. And this was a down year for Matthew Stafford. Well, Russell Wilson only had 3,400 passing yards. So Matthew Stafford, clean sweep. More yards each season than Russell Wilson. Just straight up. I mean, these are numbers. Like every single season by season, Matthew Stafford has more passing yards than Russell Wilson, and it's straight like that. Now, touchdowns, Russell Wilson wins by 1, Matthew Stafford sweeps, okay? But let's not look at that, right? We want to get deeper. So a lot of people want to say, okay, well, Russell Wilson has a ring. Matthew Stafford doesn't. Matthew Stafford never won a playoff game. Russell Wilson beat Matthew Stafford head-to-head 20-6 in that playoff game. Okay, but why? Why have the Seahawks had more success than the Detroit Lions? Is it just Matthew Stafford's fault? No. And this is an argument that I'm going to bring up a lot. If you guys want to see these and we do Matthew Stafford. Now, again, we can compare other players like Marvin Jones to Antonio Brown. I don't know. Something random. I'm just trying to think of something random. But this is a good one here. And this is team compared to team. Okay? What does Matthew Stafford not affect with the Detroit Lions? You could say kind of he does, but not really. That is his defense. He doesn't affect the defense. And he also doesn't affect the running game. That is what he has with him. That's his help. So let's compare Russell Wilson's offense and defense, rushing offense, and complete defense to Matthew Stafford's rushing offense and complete defense and see who wins this one. So we're going to start off in 2018, most recently, where Seahawks were the first ranked rushing offense in the NFL. Lions finished 23rd, so that goes to Seattle, so 1-0. 2017, Seattle finishes 23rd, Lions finished 32nd, last in the league. Seattle is up 2-0. 2016, Seattle finished 25th in the league, Lions finished 30th, Seattle up 3-0. 2014, Seattle finishes first in the league, Lions finished 28th in the league, 4-0. 2013, Seattle finishes 4th in the league, Lions finished 12th, that's 5-0. 2012, Seattle finishes 3rd in the league, the Detroit Lions finished 23rd. So that's another one for Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. And then in 2011, the final year, the Seahawks are 3rd in rushing and the Detroit Lions are 29th. Now you could throw out that 2011 year because Russell Wilson wasn't there. So even if we cross that out, it's a clean sweep. Seahawks have been better at rushing year by year than the Detroit Lions every single year. So now let's look at defense. So we know rushing, they're better. They've been better every single season. Now let's look at defense. Now last season, the Detroit Lions defense stepped up. And I think in 2019, they can have a better defense than Seattle for sure. So last season, the Detroit Lions actually beat Seattle defensively. That's right, Seattle finished 16th in the league. Detroit Lions finished 10th. There we go. Right there. We got one. 1-0 with Detroit Lions. So now you're thinking, okay, Detroit Lions got this. No, they don't. In 2017, Seattle finishes 11th. Lions finished 27th. Okay, 1-1. Okay, we're fine, though. 2016, Seattle finishes 5th. The Detroit Lions finished 18th. 2-1 Seattle. 2015, Seattle finishes 2nd. Lions finished 18th. 3-1. 2014, Seattle finishes 1st. The Lions finished 2nd. Oh, there we go. Our second. Our best year defensively. 2014, when the Lions actually had success, they won 11-5. They should have won a playoff game. Seattle had the best defense in the league. Okay, well, 2013... Seattle finished 1st again, and the Lions finished 16th. Okay, well, 2012, okay, this is when Russell Wilson came in. It couldn't have been that great. Seattle finished 4th. The Lions finished 13th. And just for fun, 2011, Seattle finishes 9th. Lions finished 23rd. So, Lions won 1 year there. It was a clean sweep with rushing. So, what we do know is that adding rushing together and defensive together, the Detroit Lions have only won 1 compared to the Seattle winning every single other year, okay? So, now that we know that, we know that Matthew Stafford throws more interceptions, and I will give you that. Stafford throws for more yards every single year than Russell Wilson, and only by 1 year, Matthew Stafford had less touchdowns. But Russell Wilson has the success, but maybe that's why he has success and Matthew Stafford doesn't, because of the team. That's my argument mainly for this one, is the team around him. So if you guys want to see more of these where I make arguments, again, you guys can have your own thoughts here. If you still think Russell Wilson's better, that's all good. I'm not like hating. This isn't me going at somebody. I'm just doing this for fun. I just wanted to do this. I think it would be kind of a fun series if you guys wanted me to try to make cases for things. Even if they were crazy and there was like no way to make a case, we could try it. We could go for it. So that's just looking at it purely from the NFL standpoint. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you, Prep, for watching, and I'm out.